29th or something, 33rd. I don't want to assume.
He
went 0-2 in top 64, so I think he was 49th
I think
or 33rd, 49th, 25th, something like that.
Reliable is a better way to put it.
Yeah, reliable, yes.
Bowser,
absolutely,
Rob,
reliable.
if I'm
Because every
correct,
state supplies that
they go
Rob cannot blow
FD
you.
all 3 games, and from what I know, hi Carol, I've missed you also. I hope you're also okay. I hope you're doing okay. I hope school's okay. I hope you're doing okay. Miss you, Carol. From what I know with all the Bowsers, every time I've played a Bowser, or every time I played a Rob, or every time I've talked to a Rob or a Bowser regarding stages, they all just go FD like 100% of the time, and I'm just like, why? And it's just pretty neutral for both, I guess. So I think there are some stages that are like more positive for Rob. I think there's some that are more positive for Bowser, but I usually just see them all go FD. So it's whatever. Start FD game 1.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think they go FD all 3 games.
We're gonna start FD here though.
Let's see.
Interesting.
Okay, hold on. There's a watch that's happening. Actually, 1 second.
We're gonna start FD
He
here,
immediately
though.
shoots a gyro to stop any form of approach, because I would have done the same thing where I do full stage dash grab and it's not neutral, and WaDi knows that that's not neutral, so he immediately stuffs it out.
Interesting.
And then I'm pretty sure he meant to be reverse laser, but he just decided to be back,
choice.
and that gives Sansko a good opening.
Okay.
Fire
start
breath
off
of
with-
34, not bad. That's pretty good. Off of literally one flub, he gets 34 off of it. That's very good. I'm gonna go back because I don't know how he just got that in there. I don't know what just happened in that entire scenario. Okay, that just reminds me. I want to pull up frame data really quick, because frame data in this matchup is super important. I think understanding frame data in this matchup is like the most important thing you need to learn when you're playing Bowser Rob, from experience, because it's weird what you can and can't punish as Bowser. So assuming that if they're hitting your shield, you're either going to respect, or if it's a bad option, you're going to uppy, and it's the safest option you can choose. So we're talking frame 6. Where the fuck is Rob? PR. Okay, there. Rob's aerials are like relatively safe because they either are just like under -5 or whatever, like near is -3, or they do their own spacing like Dare and Bear. So Nair is -4, -3, so it's relatively safe. You can't really punish it unless they do a shitty one, which I'm going to go over later because there's something 8-Bit Man does that I don't think WaDi does that I want to discuss. Fair is -6, but he did it rising and jumped back, so that way he can punish that. Back air is -8, -9, but you can't really punish it with uppy specifically because it spaces itself. Up air is -10, -11. There's never gonna be a scenario unless, well, I'm lying. When you're on a platform and they're spamming up tilt up air on your shield, after the up air you kind of just have to jump air dodge away or just run down to the ground as much as you can. You don't really want to be in the air. And then Dare does its own spacing, even though it's super fucking negative. So in that, I don't think I'm tabbed in. In this instance here, well, we'll go back. In this instance,
but
you know, fire breath.
okay, start off with
He does rising fair and then fades it back and doesn't land, so that way he doesn't get hit by the uppy. And then that's a free punish of nair, grab, you know, whatever. That's just a free punish, and that's something that a lot of Robs are gonna do, are fade back fairs and fastball nairs, because they're safe. And Bowser can't punish those, and those are the two good, two like safe options that he has on Bowser Shield, which is a big plus for all of the Robs out there. So fuck you guys. Keep fucking up my chat. Okay, that's good. All right.
Lots of characters see that and say like,
Jumps
wow.
in, gets naired again. He shoots a laser that was maybe catching an air dodge. I don't know. Side bees him.
I got my optimal low percent combo. Bowser hits the beat.
There's not much happening here. WaDi keeps trying to like land with nair. He's like spamming it and he's getting punished for it now. He's at 92.
yeah, you know.
There's a
it's
laser
casual.
off stage. Fire breath to start. That's pretty
Everyone has
good.
3 and D.
He's spamming F tilts, trying to catch WaDi up airing, because if he up airs there, he gets hit by F tilts. Rising fair, he does the down B. They're not paying
Can you
attention
imagine
to
how
each other.
mad she gets?
Casual.
Not paying attention.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Everyone has 3 and Ds.
Can you imagine how mad
Why
she
the fuck does
It's
it keep lagging
casual.
like that?
You gotta do what you gotta do. Everyone has 3 MDs.
Can you imagine
Does a
how
down
mad
B.
she gets
He does a
looking
rising
at
nair,
Bowser
and then he
hitting
just
the
up
B button and
smashes,
doing
trying to either catch a
34%?
nair, but he caught a roll instead, which is
Hey, by
whatever.
the way, Rob's dead.
Yeah,
Up
I did
B to
notice
catch,
that
just
Rob
a
was
nothing
no longer
option.
amongst the
Yeah.
living.
Good ledge trapping. I like that option. I said that the last time that I watched Bowser VOD, but Bowser at this range right here can cover neutral get up and get up attack from any character, or I guess not like Bowser, who has like the best one. You have to go farther back. Why did Sansko do the down B there? Good
Wait,
question.
Rob's looking at
We'll
You
go
gotta do
back.
what you gotta do.
So he
Everyone
did the
has
F
3
tilts.
MDs.
He did it late, which is why it looks stupid. He was trying to anticipate a jump because a lot of Robs jump from ledge because they have got options like fair and rising nair. He was anticipating a jump, but he just mistimed it because it's Wi-Fi, which is
That was-
unlucky. But I
Yeah,
actually do
you
want
know,
to.
it's
I'll go over that
casual.
really quick.
You gotta
So
do what you gotta do.
when Rob is recovering, Rob has many mix-ups to his recovery because it's very good. He's anticipating either a 2-frame, which he's not really going to get if he doesn't. If Sansko, WaDi doesn't do anything, he's not going to get a 2-frame. He's F tilting here instead to anticipate an up air, because if WaDi up airs here, he's going to just fucking die for it because he's at 92. So he's anticipating. He does 1,
Everyone has
2.
MDs.
He did 3, I'm pretty sure. And then he down B's here, but it was just a timing thing where he just mistimed it because of Wi-Fi. And he meant to down B there because it would have caught the jump if he timed it properly. So that's why he did the down B there. It's a good down B. You just have to time it properly, but at the same time, if he does rising nair there, he still gets hit out of his down B.
looking at Bowser
Catches the roll, whatever.
hitting the B button and doing 34%.
Yeah.
Shoots a gyro, he's chasing him with nair. Misses the fair. Would get up attack have been that best option for WaDi in the situation? Yes, because he's spamming F tilts, but the optimal Bowser ledge trap is to either sit at roll distance like he did prior. He went and got punished for neutral get up a roll. Yeah, that's the thing. So he went and got punished for roll because he's spamming F tilt. So in that situation, it's risky because after that third F tilt, we'll go back.
Casual. You gotta do what you gotta do. Everyone
1,
has 3
2.
MDs.
After that F tilt here, he times it, so he's waiting for the F tilt. But right after that, it's like it's a mix up on what Bowser chooses, because after that F tilt, I can shield, right? Which is what you're supposed to do. Or I can shield, and if I shield here and he lands on me with a fair nair like he is doing, I punish him for that. But if I do those F tilts, I can also dash back, B reverse, fire breath, and then catch get up attack. It's just a matter of like what he does after that F tilt, which no one really knows. What he's not gonna know, and then because of Wi-Fi, Sansko doesn't get the punish that he's looking for. Kind of is just a mix-up because Bowser's ledge trapping is very good, and he has a lot of different options he can choose. You kind of have to judge there for what spacing that Sansko's at. So yeah, in that scenario, WaDi could have F tilted, but he didn't know or caught up attack. But after that F tilt, I don't think it would have been safe. Yeah, no. So get up attacking, he could have got up attack, which would have worked, but I'm sure he wasn't confident in it because if he does the F tilt and shields, that's the bait. But it was just bad timing from Sansko overall, but he gets the stock anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Doing 34%. Hey, by the way, Rob's dead.
He's just mashing, bad option, does the laser. Fire breath at ledge here, like I said, is really good because for most of the cast, this space right here covers every option, including jump. So neutral get up attack, and roll, they all are in this fire breath range, which is like the actual flinch range right here. Jumping here, he'll probably get hit by a single flinch, if that, if he buffers jump immediately from ledge once he starts fire breathing. Aside from that, he'll just get hit by the non-flinch hitboxes. But he'll still take damage. He'll take like 10 or so, something like that, which is good. And then by that point, Sansko can angle his fire breath up to be able to catch like a drift in. So you'd have to stay off stage essentially. So the fire breath is good. He takes whatever percent. Neutral get ups again. He does a down tilt, and then he does a fading nair, and then he does jump fair.
Yeah.
Cool B button.
They're
It's
mashing.
unfortunate.
Hey,
Nothing's happening in this scenario.
34.
He down tilt.
Yeah.
He F tilts. He nairs the F tilt,
Cool B
and then
button.
that's gonna be a punish.
Yeah.
Edge guard.
You-
Let's trapping.
Characters have B&Bs.
What?
A button.
Just fucking happened. And I hate that it's doing this fucking choppy bullshit because it's frustrating me. That's frustrating me. I hate it. Down tilts, dashes back because he didn't get the 2-frame. In here, he wants to set up for a bear. He jumps, he knows that he didn't do the bear in time. So he jumps again with a nair and misses. And then he does his own falling nair, because that's what every Bowser does from ledge, is jump, fast fall, falling nair. Don't interact. He shoots a laser. He's going to get hit by that. No. Why the fuck did he angle it up? I hate players. Shoots the gyro because he's just zoning him, but he's doing it very poorly. I hate Wi-Fi. This is the most Wi-Fi shit I've ever seen in my life. Is WaDi just spamming projectiles, and once he's out, he does rising nair, and then Bowser just doing approaching fire breath. This is so Wi-Fi. Holy hell. And I'm pretty sure WaDi... No! Why did he drift back? This is hard to watch. Holy shit. He does the worst nair I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why he did that. I think it was to beat a fair, I guess. But he fire breaths. In that fire breath only worked because he drifted back. It was WaDi was anticipating another jump with that laser. He was trying to catch the nair landing, but he just... I think he just got Wi-Fi'd, pretty much. Is that he was trying to anticipate hitting the nair as he was falling, but he got Wi-Fi'd. So he angled it up. Fire breath. He's at ledge again. Shoots the gyro to be able to come back.
Take what you get.
Usually got up roll. The classic.
So,
He doesn't punish that fair.
like half of
Down throw. That was actually a good mash. Air dodge down.
game has come from Flame Breath.
Terrible
which
side B, and he's dead for it.
love to see it.
What the
Oh
fuck
my
is he
God.
doing?
He
That's
sure
terrible.
is.
What?
Flame Breath, which
What?
like half of
Down throw, that was
damage
good mash.
has come from Flame Breath,
He's
which
misinputting pretty bad.
love to
I don't know
see
what
it.
he's doing.
my God.
So far, like that last entire stock
Yeah,
was
I
just
did
up
notice that.
one flub after another from WaDi.
Hey, by the way, Rob's dead.
Missed a fair and then mashed up tilt, so he got
Yeah, I
punished.
did notice that Rob is no longer amongst
Yeah.
the living.
He neutral get ups into
Oh,
fire breath. That's
It's
bad on him.
unfortunate.
Hey,
neutral
there's
get
another
up.
quick 34.
They're missing options on each other. He does
Cool
down
play
tilts, nair. He doesn't get.
Yeah.
He doesn't follow up on an edge guard. He doesn't commit to
Characters
a
have-
back air. He doesn't commit to his nair.
B&Bs.
He does the laser up, which is bad.
Bowser.
He does a gyro,
Mhm.
which he gets shielded, and then he does a nair, which would work if he drifted in, but he just decided to do it in place. Got fire breath for it,
You.
Oh,
got
my
gyroed,
God.
which is
Take
good.
what you-
He got up from ledge, which is good, but then he rolled. Yeah. Thank you very much. I got it. Thank you. Welcome. Yes. These brothers making food, and I got food. Anyway. Well, I'm going to offer to gyro after laser recovers himself. They'll do laser after gyro. Specifically, laser after gyro, because you can't immediately do gyro after hits a shield. So they'll normally do laser after. A good example that I don't think happens in the set because they don't really, whatever, is Fire Breath beats gyro. So almost every single time after, they're going to do laser anyway. If Bowser anticipates that, he can cancel it and shield, and he's going to shield the laser. So now he's out of laser, and he'll do another gyro again, so you can just jump over and punish that. They normally do laser after gyro just because they're anticipating an approach. The opponent, not the Rob.
you get.
He just does a nair here for whatever reason. He grabs the gyro, throws it back. What? Did he just...
Oh
You know,
my God.
You take what you get.
Fair
So,
spot dodge,
like,
down
half
throw,
of
good
Sansko's
mash.
damage
He doesn't
this game has
follow up
come
off that.
from Flame Breath,
And this is
which
side B. That was just a really bad
love to see
stock
it.
from
Oh
HG,
my God.
honestly.
That he sure is.
Oh my God.
Huh.
Good F-tilt, push him away.
Yeah,
Gyro to
no,
keep him
he's
off
just,
stage. That gyro is so good. I don't know why he didn't do it on the last stock. But that gyro is really good because it just led traps for free.
It feels like the neutral.
Why
he's
did
just-
he
yeah,
do
no,
that?
He's just it
That's
feels
such a
like the
bad fire
neutral
breath. It's so
Wadi's
laggy.
doing Rob things, and
Okay.
that's
Okay.
okay. Able to get that spike on it, so
Alright, he drops with a fire breath, but he's
Able-
intangible, invulnerable, whatever. So he's not going to get punished for it. Now there's a gyro, he gets hit,
Get a
fair.
stock. but
There's a gyro up.
it feels like
Misses the
WaDi's doing
laser.
well in the neutral.
Throw
and
fair,
then
down tilt,
Sansko's
down
like,
tilt,
okay,
down
it's
tilt,
time
down
to play
tilt, down
Bowser
tilt,
now.
nair.
And then
Yes, okay, so yeah, that's the
feels
Rob
like
Bowser
WaDi's doing
classic.
well in the neutral.
Up throw
and
fair. This is a bad spot to be in because no matter what happens here, he kind of loses. Specifically because he's at ledge and he's not close enough to the ledge that he can slip off. He's at a low percent, so he's not going to slip off, but he's just going to get pushed back.
Then
So he's literally he trips, and then he does it again, so he gets up, but it doesn't push him off because he's not at a high enough percent. He shields. Every Bowser here is going to jump, and every Rob knows it, which is why he already preemptively nairs here, because he knows, because every Bowser's going to do it. I do it too. Every Bowser will jump there. So he gets nared.
And
Fair.
then he'll hit one button, he'll take the
Gyro. That's just a lazy dare.
Yeah.
So he gets it for free. He knows it's a lazy dare, and he knows that Sansko has been jumping from ledge and falling nairing, so he jump back nairs.
So he's like, okay, it's time to play Bowser now. And then he'll hit one button, he'll take the stock.
Jumps ledge, misses it. He jump. He knows he's gonna falling nair, so because Sansko already did it like twice. He does a nair to try to cover that, misses.
No, I mean.
So now Bowser has the stage control, but he fucks up by doing that fire breath again.
It's like, oh, okay, this is a perfectly reasonable one stock deficit.
That was
I mean,
weird.
you look at this now.
He up aired him.
Oh,
He lands.
okay. This.
He's clearly not gonna chase under Sansko, anticipating a dare. No one's gonna do that. So he's sitting in this range, which right here, Rob has like a good enough drift uppy movement that he can get away from a dare if he has to. But you never want to be under Bowser for the specific reason of if I get dared, I'm fucked, and I lose any advantage state that I had. So he's sitting kind of right under him. He air dodges here, but WaDi at the same time fast falls, and then charges gyro. And then he jump air dodges because he dared. Yeah, every Bowser was going to dare there.
Like, this is like more than perfectly reasonable.
WaDi, what was that?
Like,
Nair fair, fire breath, understand elbows to catch a low recovery or air dodge. Sansko losing stage control a good amount on FD. He's losing it, but WaDi's also giving it back. That's the issue, is WaDi's just not playing it right, where he's just doing a lot of like small mistakes. So as soon as we'll go back.
Play Bowser now.
Right here.
And then
He has really good ledge control. He could legitimately kill him there because he's at 70. He just fucks up that nair.
He's like, okay, it's time to play Bowser now.
He can legitimately kill him here if he plays it right.
He'll take the stock.
He misses that, misses the dare, misses the nair. He gives him stage control.
I mean,
but then Sansko like just loses it by doing something bad like that fire breath. So Sansko's giving up stage control really bad, but WaDi's giving it to him. But then it's like a circle where WaDi's giving him stage control, Sansko loses it, but then WaDi gives it back to him, and then Sansko loses it. So it's like weird. They're both They're both not playing amazing. I think obviously Sansko's playing a little better than WaDi because he's like pretty much killing him off of every open interaction that they have. WaDi's definitely not playing well. I can see it just in his movement.
And it's like, oh, okay,
I'm surprised he doesn't go for an air here after that air dodge. Fair fire breath to catch a laser recovery. That was a nair. That's beyond me. I don't know why he did that gyro. He did that gyro before, and it worked. But seeing that he's already fire breathing, fire breath's out. He already has enough time to react in the first place. So doing that gyro is just super lazy. He could have just nared, and then had a free interaction off that. So he gets fucked for that.
Perfectly reasonable. And that's like the
Leon Classic.
Like more than.
He'll do F tilt. I think this is what WaDi was anticipating on the first stock, which is why he jumped fair to beat the up smash.
And
which is why he instead did the down B, because it's like a mix up pretty much. F tilt up smash is just really good because you can neutral get up on that F tilt because it's done, the move's done, and then he's just an end lag of the move. The up smash is just to cover the neutral get up, which is good. He tries to go for a bear. He does landing nair, which every Rob will always land with a nair ever.
That's like the ability.
Oh, nair! It's like Bowser dare.
Now it's not quite so
and he's just getting hit by a bunch of moves.
Because now WaDi's
back air, that was really good. In that situation, that's kind of hard for Bowser. Because right here, this is the ledge trap. Right here, he knows All right, Gyro's not there, so he could grab it. He sees WaDi. His intangibility is already over, so if he gets down tilted, he could just lose his stock, which he's gonna try to avoid. He sees WaDi dash forward, dash back. As soon as he sees him dash forward, he's buffering. Like, he doesn't have enough time to react to the dash back. He might have. He sees him dash back. This is the spacing for bear. Right here. So, it's pretty much at roll distance. So he does the jump, holds back, neutral get-ups, and then he just gets hit by the bear, which is just really bad. In that situation, instead of neutral getting up, because he doesn't have gyro in his hand, he sees him dash forward, it's better to take the down tilt because you're not getting back aired. And in that situation, that's all WaDi really can do is the back air because gyro's not set up, and it's either the down tilt, which is the mix-up is the down tilt bear. Taking the down tilt is better because you don't confirm a death, as opposed to if you neutral get up into a back air, you are dead. So the down tilt there is better because it's just you have a higher chance of living, even if it's 2%. So he dies. WaDi's bringing this back pretty well because he was down 3 stocks to 1, and Bowser was only at like 130, which is kill percent. But Bowser can live to like 160. Bowser should be living to like 160, 180 versus Rob.
But
Or 70, depending on if he gets edge guarded.
I mean, the last stock has been entirely.
That's Wi-Fi if I've ever seen it. He has a jump nair because he sees that WaDi's in the air. WaDi throws it down and then he catches it, which is just good luck. Oh! That hit him and he was able to catch it while it was falling. He would have gotten hit there.
Entirely.
Gets hit by nair. Fair. He grabbed. I don't know why he grabbed. That was nothing.
For like a couple of interactions.
Nair. Up air to catch the jump.
And now.
So, because he did it last time while WaDi had advantage on Sansko the last time they were in this exact scenario, he did the up air. He fastballs instead, but stays under Sansko, and then he dashes back. Trying to anticipate another dare, he dashes back. It's a laser. Sansko knows this, and he does a fastball back air.
And now
he hits him, and now he's off stage.
Okay.
Wastes his laser really early.
Back air. Now, see,
does a fire breath, and immediately cancels it.
Probably.
And then I fucking hate this YouTube buffering shit. It's so whack.
Okay, finds that back air. Now see, Mewtwo probably dead there.
Yeah,
so
that.
Definitely working out for WaDi there.
Does the down B doesn't work?
Yeah.
Does the
that
fair
was really the
off stage
first
again?
time
This is a
where
good spot because he's
Rob
low on
lived
gas and doesn't have a lot of supplies.
Yeah, that was really the first time where
Hello.
Rob lived.
Doesn't 2 F tilts, 3 F tilts. He rolls. That's just a side B because as soon as that F tilt is over, he can just side B it. Welcome. He does a. Why does he do a 4th F tilt?
That was really the first time where
1, 2 to anticipate the up air.
Probably would not have.
There was a 3rd and that was a 4th.
Yeah, that was really the first time where
1, 2, 3, 4. He turned around too, so I think he was trying to anticipate a roll because he rolled and then he was gonna roll back, which would have been like kind of smart on WaDi, but smarter for Sansko to anticipate that. But it kind of just made him look dumb because he just did 4 F tilts in a row and none worked, and then he rolled and then rolled again.
Yeah, okay, he do be F tilts in that.
Just trying to catch his landing with a side B. Then he just catches his roll because
have.
WaDi's spamming roll
for
some reason. Catches it with an up smash. It's the second time.
Okay, he just kind of he's kind of hit a whole lot.
WaDi's playing like shit, like really bad. Can you get me to catch up?
Yeah.
Where is it? On the hero. He's playing like shit. I just went over that entire second stock where he just fucking there's misinput after misinput after ledge trap, and he's spamming roll. He's just doing really small mistakes. Is it not there? Nope. I don't have to catch up.
I will go grab some.
Is it in the fridge? Probably. Yeah, WaDi's just doing really bad shit, and Sansko's playing less bad, so he's punishing it actually. He's punishing it properly.
That's your. Yeah.
That's it.
Gimme. Don't throw it at me. Thank you. They go back to FD.
Yeah,
Obviously, they play FD the whole
Bowser
set.
does what he has to do. We are going to be going back to FD. I do agree.
Okay, that was weird. Which that is a good. That's a good start from Sansko because game 1 he knew that he started with the gyro. Fire breath beats the gyro, so he just jump fire breath, and this time WaDi dash grabs off of the rip, which is some shit I would do, but instead he takes 38 for it, and then he mashes gyro out of it.
So,
Laser.
I think this is.
That's what I mean by gyro laser as opposed to laser gyro. They'll do gyro laser or gyro laser gyro.
Fine to pick back.
Up throw, fair, down tilts, down tilts, down tilts, 100 of them, and then he does a nair and he gets punished. Hold on, I want to go back and watch that. Fair, dash attack. In that situation, all you can really do is... I think you can do fair jab, but dash attack is better exclusively because now you... I actually like dash attack as a move. For Bowser, it's pretty funny because it sends like straight up. It sends just straight up. And... Hold on. It just sends like straight up. You know what the crazy thing is about? Sorry, it sends straight up, so that way you can just hold them in disadvantage. And Bowser actually has really good anti-air options. Much better. Bowser has just very good anti-air options, and he actually has good options versus Rob, like specifically to anti-air, because if you time it properly, you can always punish fast fall nair with up smash, or worst case scenario up B, primarily up smash. He can kill him right now if he lands with the nair, and I'm pretty sure he does. Nair, you can chase that in up smash. You just have to time it right because the timing is pretty weird for it.
Rob is definitely one of those characters.
There's a nair, they trade. He does another nair. Bear. He's just getting punished for doing bad options. He knows he's gonna air dodge because he did it there again. He mistimed the nair, and that's just another mistake. Just jump and fire breath again, and that time he just fell out of it. Spot dodge side B. Yep, that happens.
Bowser does that a little bit as well.
The gyro, actually, that was just bad again because the gyro hit the stage as opposed to hitting Bowser.
Oh no!
He's delaying off stage. Oh, that's what? He's delaying off stage right now. He does a rising bear, which I don't ever recommend doing as Bowser unless you are going to hit 100% of your attacks. I do not ever recommend trying to go for run off back air versus Rob. It's not going to work. It won't work. I promise. Rob has a way better recovery. He's not going to get hit by that, no matter how close he is. And, yup, he gets fared, misses the tech, and just dies for it. Don't. It's not really worth trying to edge guard Rob when he's like already low. When he's coming in from the blast zone, yes. But when he's already low like that, it's just better to do F tilt or fire breaths. There's no point. At that point, you can't really punish it.
I feel like
I think he did.
A little bit as well.
Let me see. He's not even low on gas here.
Oh no.
He's in the yellow.
Do you have enough fuel?
He had enough. He had enough to be able to do like one more up air.
Also, you got to stop for it. Why would? Okay.
I feel like he had more than enough fuel. I think he was trying to bait his opponent into thinking he was out.
The commentator is right. He was baiting.
Yeah, Sansko just kind
of another side B. He's not dead from that.
Sansko, you gotta hit those.
All right, same situation. Are you saving this VOD? These are going to go to YouTube. Yes. Yes, these are going to go to YouTube. Same situation, except this time he has a fresh stock to play with, so if he gets up aired, it's actually fine. And WaDi knows, I don't think he's going to up air. He's in the position where he might.
You gotta hit those techs.
He was just timing the FB.
Yeah. Okay.
Jump air dodge from ledge, and you just get that tilted. Yeah. That situation is pretty hard for WaDi.
Okay. Gonna hit the F tilt.
Because he's gonna get edge guarded no matter what, and then ledge trap.
Trying to two-frame with it. It feels like he's just on ledge. He's just kind of like clicky clacking in that stick, and it's working.
There, he does a bad fair. It's not even a fast fall fair. It's just like a lazy falling fair. It's punished for that.
But you don't want to stick too close to the ledge, especially on a stage.
Does a bad gyro laser, and then he gets an air fair for it. Almost gets faired again. That actually put him in a really good spot, like unironically. He gets lasered here, and it puts him right in fire breath range, but it's a weird position.
Definitely showing a little bit of
what? Is he just out of range?
So
I have to see this. Someone should have gotten hit here. No way. So that means... What? It clanked. But aerials can't clank. Hold on, I'm looking at the move. It's a disjoint. That's why it clanked. Or does that count as a projectile? I can't tell. It's not a projectile. It has to be. I don't know what just made it trade like that. Something's not right. Something is not right with this picture right here. Holy shit. I don't know. Something's not right. Someone should have... No, Rob's there isn't a projectile. Okay, no. I know what it is. The reason why this worked is because Bowser's feet are intangible. That's what it is. Because Bowser's feet, when he does the F smash, just beats all projectiles, which made me think for a second that it was. But it's just that it's just straight up intangible. So he just hit the intangible part, and then it looks like it carried over into his body, but it's just... That just doesn't look right. That just doesn't look right.
Definitely showing a little bit...
He should have gotten hit there, but that's just funny timing. It's nared,
wow,
up aired.
Yeah.
Up aired again because he's mashing.
That can be, you know, those videos like top 10 most cursed interactions. That could definitely go.
Oh, that was a good read, but
those videos like top 10
Sansko
most
knew.
cursed interactions. That could definitely go.
Sansko was ready to eat an up
I'm
air.
going for the soul read. Not
Fire
quite
breathing
gonna
at that
find
range
it,
is actually
but
pretty good. Fire breathing at mid range like that is just good because WaDi's back is against the wall right now.
Videos like top 10 most
Does he
cursed
shoot a gyro?
interactions. That could definitely go.
He doesn't have his laser. He has his gyro, but he's trying to bait it. He has his gyro, but he's trying to bait, which is why he did the short up air dodge.
Why he going for the soul
And then he
read?
does a nair,
Not
just
quite
trying to
gonna find
anticipate
it, but
Sansko's doing
This is
run and
a
fair.
fiesta.
Side B, gonna
It's a
take
fiesta of a set,
23.
really.
Yeah.
Both these players are just...
He wants edge guard, he's trying to bait something. But now he's at a low recovery, which he does fire breathing
probably
instead, which
having
is
a lot of
actually
fun right
good
now.
because he knows that he can't edge guard that. Double fair. Dare to not get landed on immediately.
Probably to avoid the grab
Sends
of
him off.
Bowser, but
What does he do here? I'm pretty sure Sansko's just gonna have tilts. I think WaDi wants to up air here so bad, but I think Heatmaker's just gonna have to tilt him.
Bowser has
No, yeah.
grab that you gotta
Okay,
watch
he
out for
misses it
to
though.
avoid the,
I don't know why he did
grab
that
of
jump. I
Bowser,
guess it was to
but
bait him, but
Bowser has another grab that you gotta watch out for as well. Oh,
Turner
and
grabs
using
him,
the
up
B,
tilts. That was
specifically
a
to
weird
avoid
sour
landing
spot of
as
up
well.
tilt.
Oh, and using the
He did
up
nothing.
B,
Holy hell.
specifically to avoid landing
Down
on
smash
that
to
up
send him
smash.
away.
Very smart
Gyro.
move.
Oh, alright, he hit the down B with the laser, which is good. Not a lot of people try to punish down B because they're scared of dying to it, but you can just hit it.
Find that forward air.
There's no intangibility on Bowser down B.
WaDi's on his last stock of winners here if he isn't careful.
Yep.
I don't want to get to his last stock. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, WaDi's
He just
playing-
gets faired for being a caveman. Yeah, he keeps doing that where he'll charge gyro and he'll either shoot it or he'll just jump, but you can just react to the jump no matter what anyway. So he's just gonna get faired for that.
Safe here, but just gonna find that forward air, Sansko. And
And he just gets
WaDi's on his
Back
last
aired,
stock of
right?
winners here.
Something
if he
like
isn't
that.
Careful.
Yeah, he just gets back aired because WaDi's just gonna spam it at that percent.
Um,
WaDi had stage
and,
control, and at that
like,
point he can start
it's at this
spamming
point that, like,
bear, not get punished for it because it
this
does auto
game is
spacing.
a lot closer than it really
Up
needs
E, now it's time for Sansko to ledge trap.
specifically because
Nair nair.
that first
Grab,
stage
yeah.
fight,
Now
you think,
this is the
top 64
Rob
winners,
classic of now
those
he's just
sorts
ledge
of things
trapping him, and Bowser's in a really tough
really-
spot. Because I think that's like the one big issue in the matchup is that once Rob gets going and he's ledge trapping you, you're kind of fucked. You could just lose your stock if you're getting ledge trapped, and like if they're like consistently keeping you off stage, you're kind of screwed because then they'll like get all their resources back. They'll have laser, they'll have gyro, they'll have fucking whatever unskilled moves.
don't want
So
it.
it's just a tough spot to be in. But he gets back by
Those sorts of
doing
things. That first stage fight.
It's fair.
In top 64
Grabs ledge
winners
so that way he can
those
jump.
sorts of things,
he gets hit up
you really
up again. So
don't
now
want
he's
it.
actually back
You
on
don't- you
stage
don't wanna
and
have
has
them
stage
happen.
control.
I also
Want to
think
give him
it
It
stage
always
control again,
happen,
which is pretty
especially-
bad.
especially online.
Fair
but,
fair. So he's actually in a good spot.
This is
He's playing around
this
Sansko's
is potentially a
space
pretty
pretty
big-
well here.
I also think
It can always happen.
Nares the
Especially-
fire breath because he knows it's bad.
Especially online.
Double
but,
fair.
uh,
Right here, he jumped. Oh my god, I fucking hate YouTube. It's so garbage.
I also think
It can always happen, especially with.
He double fares him. Hits him off stage. Sansko doesn't press anything. WaDi's anticipating him to jump because he's been kind of jumping out of hit stun a lot, and it's something just a lot of Bowsers do in the first place. Sansko's actually been pretty reserved on his jumps out of hit stun so far, because there's a lot of times where he would just get hit, but he just doesn't do anything. So the gyro misses, so now he's out of that projectile. He jump air dodges from ledge. WaDi recognizes that, dash back, and now he's in a good spot to like punish Sansko's landing, because now in this spot right here, all he has is there. He really doesn't have anything to land with. So he jump nairs, misses it. Sansko shields it in anticipation of getting hit. Gets down tilted because it's just at the right space. They both jump together. WaDi knows that every time Sansko jumps, he's going to choose an option. WaDi's recognizing that, so he jumps back. Sansko chooses full hop fastfall nair like I would, and it's a bad option. He charges gyro, instead realizes, hey, I can get a bigger punish here. He goes for a grab, whiffs because he rolls. Spot dodges because he dashes through him. He didn't want to get side B, so he spot dodged. He goes for a down smash. It loses to up smash because up smash is a broken move. He's only at 36, so he goes to 64. That's heinous. Oh my god, that did 28. Was that 28? That's a federal offense, if I've ever seen one. That was 28, yeah. That's a crime. Or 18, one of the two. Up smashes him. He lands with a nair, but he gets hit instead.
Pretty big. This is potentially a lead that WaDi might not have had.
He's recovering. He up airs through the fire breath, but he's still taking like non-flinch.
But Sansko undeterred.
Fares him through the end of F tilt, so he's getting punished, and then he just
no!
jumps.
Oh
That was
no!
bad. How did he get bared there? That's the bad. Instead of alright, so he is pretty reserved with his jumps when he's landing, like that gyro that missed. But when he does jump out of hit stun, he always follows it up with an air dodge, like he did from ledge. He would do jump air dodge from ledge. He's doing the same thing here, and that's just exactly what raw bear is for just catching a bad option and then air dodge because it just beats it.
Oh no! Oh no!
And
so WaDi wins game 2.
Longer and
1-1.
and
WaDi's playing a bit better.
It's the sort of
Sansko
uneven
just did a
thing
lot of
that
really
you
bad
don't
shit.
expect to happen again. You don't really expect
And
it to
WaDi
happen.
had
You
that
don't
really
expect it to happen
good
the
ledge
first time,
trap.
But you certainly don't expect it to happen twice.
yeah,
Especially not at this stage.
That ledge trap did a lot for him because it brought him to 70 before he got back on stage.
Important to consider is that missing a tech. Okay, you can say that happens. Whatever.
Go back.
When it was don't even
2FD.
while he's playing back. Just think about the fact that he tried to go. I think that was the initial
He's
misplay.
mashing neutral
Don't
B.
even think about the
What
tech,
Bowser
just think
masses
about
neutral
the
B?
fact that
He got down tilted, but it turned him around, or he turned around for some reason. He turned around after that down tilt. I don't know what the fuck that was all about.
the
That
fact
looked
that
so
he tried to go
stupid.
so low.
He's mashing fire breath though, which is a weird option to mash the button for. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button.
Against WaDi
Nair no
while he's
fair,
playing
so he
Rob.
gets. Oh, okay, he's out of a jump. WaDi should take the stock, but he just doesn't. He goes for a fair
About
instead
the
because
fact that he
of
tried to go
something.
so low against
But he takes him out of
while
his
he's
takes him out of his
Rob
jump
of all
there, but he doesn't
characters.
recognize that.
Just
Nair again,
No,
but he trades, so he doesn't
misplay.
get advantage off that.
It is also kind
This is a
of
good
in
spot for
line
Sansko, 'cause
with
now we can
how
actually let
Sansko
trap
seems to
him.
be
He can
approaching
just follow his
this-
up B.
This set in general, which is just like
No gyro. Now he's in a really
go
bad
hog
spot.
wild and get damage and try and
That was a bad fire breath. I know he was antsy for that fire breath because he was waiting for WaDi to land, and if WaDi lands, he's going to eat a bad fire breath. But at that point, you have to follow him because he doesn't
general,
have
which is
anything,
just like
and he already wasted his gyro, so there's nothing fire breath's going to beat other than a bad landing. That's the only other reason I would use fire breath in that scenario, is because it beats a bad option, but it also is beating gyro. So he does the laser. He's out of laser, out of gyro. So now he's straight up just out of, like, he's almost out of options. He's halfway on gas, which Sansko recognizes because he's been, like, abusing uppy. He's out of gyro, out of laser. He's up being high. Obviously, he's up being high, but Sansko just has fire breath, and I don't think it was a good idea because he should have just followed him instead because he's out of options there. He was doing a good job at first, but then he wasted the gyro and then he wasted the laser. So he thought WaDi was just gonna try to go for the land so that we could get his shit back, but I don't know. That was just not very good from Sansko. He was
Like,
doing
carve
good and then he kind of
stocks.
dropped it.
So
Yeah.
like get damage and
Masher,
try and just, like,
Masher.
like carve.
He does the nair, and at this area right here, because he doesn't get the last set of nair here, and he's in a weird aerial spot where, like, when he fast falls, he's obviously not going to get an up air. He's obviously not going to get a fair. So in this, and none of it's going to kill in the first place, even if it does, because he's a 69. So all you can really do in this spot is charge an up smash, anticipating WaDi landing with nair. And like I said, if you do it at the right timing, it just straight up beats nair. Like I said, so that was very good from Sansko. That was a
Yeah,
good backup
you
from
see right there,
Sansko
it's
because he
like,
dropped the ledge trap and then was able to still like
Sansko has
profit
not
off
let up on
that.
the pressure for
nair
1
up air. He's following him. WaDi's following him without directly following him, because if he was just following him, he'd would just be under him. But instead, he's following him from here, so that way he doesn't get dared and just lose advantage. So he's the fuck is that? He's following him. Charges gyro. Actually commits to the gyro. Okay.
This entire set. And
Ledge trapping.
That, like,
Up throw.
It's that approach that is really allowed.
That was a
Sansko to
terrible up throw. I don't know
it's
why he did that
like,
actually.
It's that approach that is
He
really
up threw it so that
allowed
way he can
Sansko
get it
to
back, which is fair.
control
But when
most
you
of
up
the
throw it,
play.
you just lose it for a while.
Yeah, I think it's
Fair
that type
out
of
of hit stun.
playstyle
That was
is.
a
most of the
fucking
play.
awful uppy.
Yeah,
He does the fair. I think he. I think he did the up B, anticipating WaDi being lazy,
that type
but he gets a Phantom Footstool dare, which sends him fucking super high
of
into the air.
playstyle is
And
when
then he
it
gets up
works,
smashed. He
boy,
doesn't
does
die.
it work. But
Oh, that's just
I think it's that type
unlucky
of
raw
playstyle
moment right
is
there.
when it works, boy, does
That's an unlucky raw moment. That's a. I don't feel bad for Rob, but if I would, it'd be that. He was the very first hit, flinched, and then he fell out of the second hit. So he loses
But
advantage off that,
you
and then he
need
gets
to.
fared.
Sometimes it's okay to take a step
Sansko's
back,
mashing.
and you can
Nair.
lose a lot of ground if you don't realize
Smashing
when
fast
it's
air dodge,
okay
which
to
is
take a
good.
foot off.
Alright, that's actually a good spot on your back. What is that, fair? Bears him. And he fire breaths no matter what, because in that spot right here, it's the same thing as the ledge. But he can't jump away. So now he's forced to be in a tech chase situation. He rolls back, obviously, because he's not gonna neutral roll. He's not gonna neutral get up, and he's not gonna roll in because he sees him fire breathing. In this spot, he's still gonna take flinch because he's just like at the very end of the separation from here and here. So he's like at the very edge. So he's still gonna take flinch, and then he mashes laser, trying to get out.
But Sansko kind of gonna.
He
live
tries
and
to go
die
for the
by
up,
that
the
playstyle.
Leon up smash at
Yes.
ledge, which doesn't really work.
But
I respect it.
Sansko
When he
kind of
rolls,
gonna
gets
live
down
and
smash
die
before
by
he
that
dies.
playstyle. As you saw, it took the
Only
first up
51,
early,
this
but
isn't too
also
bad.
Committal option led to him being
What is
playstyle.
WaDi doing?
As you saw, it
What
took
the
the first
fuck was
up early,
that?
but all-
Okay, so he fire breaths, takes like 10. This is him clearly not knowing. He's taking flinch too, which is terrible. Taking more flinch. He throws the gyro, and that's him not knowing that fire breath beats gyro. And then he does the fucking worst thing I've ever seen. And he just dashes in willingly. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What?
gonna live and die by that playstyle. As you saw, it took the first stock very early, but also
Throws it.
middle option
Loses
led
it.
to
And then
him
he just he dashes in and then walks. Like, what the fuck was that? And then he shoots a laser,
down
and it's
smash.
gonna work. He tries to go for a bear.
I think
How much did
Kinda gonna
fucking
live and
WaDi
die
take from
by
that?
playstyle?
51 to 94. He took 43 for just holding in. That's the worst holding in shit I've ever seen in my life. That's some H-box DI. That is H-box holding in on Bowser Fire Breath right there. I don't know why the fuck he did that. But that's like a clear example of WaDi just playing like shit and not getting Wi-Fi'd and just not playing well. Dash checks the bear, and he side B's out of it, which is smart.
like you say, like living and dying by that strategy.
There's 2 frames. of intangibility on Bowser's startup of side B. So if he gets faired, there's a chance he can just side B through it.
I think that's like maybe the correct call because like
That's why he did the down B.
Living and dying by that strategy. I think that's
right here.
like maybe the correct call
Because he doesn't even F tilt. He jumped from ledge. He jumped from the ledge, and he immediately caught it with the down B, and he kills him. If I'm correct. Yes, he kills him with the down B.
Wow,
That's why he
yeah.
did it
The
originally, but he
slower
mistimed
these
it.
games go,
This time he actually got
the
it, so
more
it's like
time
the
WaDi
respect.
has to just like do Rob things.
Back
like,
throw.
WaDi
He has to edge
is a
guard him
player
here.
who can
Good nair.
just, like,
Good nair. Good nair
systematically
again.
wear you down.
You have to.
And WaDi
That's so
is a
unlucky.
player who
He had the
can
nair,
just,
and then he had the nair again, and then he was trying to
systematically
chase it, but his back was turned on accident, and he didn't realize it until he shot the gyro. And that's just no
like,
punish.
WaDi's a player that
It's
is, like,
down
as
tilted and
renowned
trips,
as he is
which is
because
really
he
good
consistently makes
for
more correct
WaDi.
decisions than his opponents. And by
Bair.
prolonging these
No
games, you're
bair.
allowing
No
your
up
opponent
air.
to do that.
How did that up air miss?
It's
Hello?
his opponents. And by prolonging these games, you're allowing.
It barely missed. What a generous hitbox, and people bitch about this move. That's generous. That is very generous. Obviously, the move. Oh wow, that really is generous. Holy hell, that move is fucking attached to the hip to Bowser's head. Holy shit. Yeah, so I'm not surprised it missed, but like that is real close. I'm surprised. So it just kind of looked like it missed, but that is fucking. That's close.
Games, you're
The
allowing
up air
your opponent to
misses.
do that.
He should have F smashed there. He knew. I think he did the dare and then thought he was gonna jump again, but he should have just F smashed once he saw that he was holding
So,
away.
like, by all means, go
Nair,
out, hit him.
no
Take those
laser,
shots.
gets the
Go for it.
gyro.
Make those decisions.
Just the gyro again.
Yeah.
This is a good spot for WaDi right here. He has to kill him here. He has the gyro at ledge, but not directly at ledge. So this gyro doesn't really do much for him. Disappears. Starts charging another. He rolls through it. And then that is just not fun to look at. He gets fucking down tilted mid roll behind him.
Definitely work. I just
Stands
think
in front.
you need to be careful.
Yeah, okay. So right here, he does a nair, but he doesn't land with it. He's rising with the nair. Right here, not punishable by Uppy. Uppy cannot punish. Maybe. Yeah, Uppy can punish that, but he goes for a bear instead because he doesn't know if it's safe. Obviously, because nair is -4, -3. There he could have upbeat it, but instead he goes for a bear, trying to catch him going away, but he shields just in time. And he tries to go behind him. The bear crossbows are really good. He tries to go behind him, which WaDi was anticipating, but he walked back to do that cross-up down tilt, so he fucked himself. Dashes away because he's scared. He's going to fire breath here. No, he doesn't fair. He gets lasered for trying to fair. He does another fair. He gets fair on his own.
But
Back
WaDi
air,
on
sends him
his
away.
winner stock, yeah.
What? That laser looked like it should have hit. Oh, that's unfortunate. He got fucking ZX'd by Bowser's thick fucking thighs. That's such an L. WaDi's getting very unlucky this set. That's the second time where he's just gotten unlucky. The first time was the up air. That's bad. Shoots the gyro. He does the fire breath because now he's out of projectile, so all he can do is approach. WaDi should know that. That's just bad. Here, he's out of projectiles, and he sees him starting to fire breath. At this point, WaDi should just dash back. Just respect the fire breath. At that point, you don't have any projectiles to play with, and you have to just respect it. But instead, he dashes in for some reason. He takes fire breath, and that's bad.
On
That's
his
just,
winner
30 straight.
stock yet again. Needs to take this.
Oh, wow.
That's
Gonna get
bad.
flame breath up to
He couldn't have
72%
taken
now.
that.
And the margins
couldn't
there were
afford
so
it.
small to get over that gyro in the first
That's
place.
wire
but
dodge.
the
That's very
reward was
smart.
so
Nair to
huge.
cover doesn't work.
Yeah.
He's mashing.
Like that
100%.
one
It's
flame
Nair
breath
bared.
basically gets
And
gets
here,
12% for
Sansko doesn't
for
want to
the rest of
overcommit.
his
He's
stock
doing
and
fire
all
breath
that
at roll
stuff.
distance.
Yeah.
Shoots the gyro. He knows he's out of a gyro, and he just F tilts the neutral get up.
And F tilt.
Yeah,
is
that was
going
just-
to take.
That was unlucky. WaDi just kind of played that like shit. He did pretty okay game 2, but that was pretty much because he had like a really good left strike game 2. WaDi played that like shit. WaDi played that really, really bad. I cannot give credit on anything there. WaDi played it like shit. Sansko did pretty well. Sansko was also doing not very well shit. He was playing better than WaDi, and that's all you really needed. What's going on, Ubi? How's it going? We are watching Bowser sets, and we watched Sansko beat WaDi.